Hello and welcome back to Yay Basketball, the basketball game show. Monday, December 30th, 2024, for the last time, 2024. Streaming and recording live from the Yay studio. I am your host and producer, Michael Padilla. Along with me today, I've got one, Bob Aldrich.
Michael, I did the math. We are about 99.96% of the way through the year, so
Okay,
you know
good.
I like to do that.
I know you do. As well as one, Justin Moore.
You know, I'm really glad you came with the numbers today, and they were correct. That feels good.
If you're going to come,
Oh.
come correct. As well as a hardworking father of three, Trey Dishner.
Last day of the year, guys. Not yet. Second day. Almost. Keeping you on your toes. Glad to be
Pay
back, guys.
attention.
Talking about numbers.
Pay attention.
Shout out to Mystic Mark, who says he won't be chatting very much because he's working on his broadcast that we said. Very happy for him. That broadcast, the basketball broadcast. Shout out to John Anthony, of course. Dan is back.
Hey, Dan.
A member
Thanks,
of the
Dan.
team.
Welcome back.
David is here. David Boone is back. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you so much. We are so excited to be here. J.A., let me know the audio is looking good. We're trying something new today. Folks, thank you so much for being here today. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you are listening. And, of course, follow us at Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Add me on the ground. Last week was a very YB Christmas. We played a Christmas-themed nickname game, Christmas-themed over-under, Bob's Buckets, and we talked about who will be the next face of the league during Trey's Fact of the Day. I mean, we didn't talk about it during the fact. He posed the fact, and then that was what led us to talk about the fact of the talk about the league. And then he did a little funny little voice to pretend to be an elf.
He did, and go back and listen as to why Fred VanVleet is why we chose Fred VanVleet as the future face of the NBA. So go back and listen.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
All right, good. Good, Dan. I'm glad to hear that. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. Good, okay. Good. Also, go to yaybasketball.com. Sorry, what I was reacting to has nothing to do with what you guys said. I completely unplugged whatever you said. You could have told me nuclear launch codes. Wouldn't have known what it was. I was mainly focused on the audio. Also, go to yaybasketball.com for exclusive YB merch. We've got t-shirts, mugs, hats, stickers, and hoodies with a bunch of great designs. So go grab some of that sweet, sweet merch. A lot of that stuff is designed by the very own Dan Heelboy Gilligan Vogel, who is here present in chat. One of our very own Dan Gilligan Vogel. Might have some fresh stuff coming. We're working on some of that here. Some new ideas cooking
Thanks,
up
Dan.
in the chat. All right. Before we get to our first game of the day, we've got one more episode of the month of December, one more episode for the year. So, Justin,
Mike,
before we get to that much looking for people, things, want to see it, the first segment, can we get an update on a scoreboard and a recap of our picks from last week, please?
you can indeed.
Yes, here it is.
That's the last one
Of the year.
I'm going to leave it open-ended. Let's start with the good news. Michael, first place over here. You did
Barely
lose your bet. First place is first place.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, Philly over Boston. Who could have seen it coming? Probably nobody. But Joel Embiid was great. And it was a good time. It was a fun time. Next up, the Knicks over San Antonio. The only person that got their bet right, second place, Trey.
Hey, nice try.
The Mecca's a different place.
That almost didn't happen.
It almost
Just-
happened.
Listen, that was a
Just
great
real
game.
quick, shout out to Connor Wade for being here, of course. And Just Deal With It says, Happy LeBron Day twice. We will get to that. Just Deal With It, of course. Happy LeBron Day to you as well. Sorry, continue.
Third place, me, this guy, from first to third. At least for now, Dallas over Minnesota did not work out. Luka did get hurt in that game. Sucks for you. Bob,
We'll talk about it.
getting all the way down here to the kind of what sucks. Denver over the Phoenix Suns. You should have seen it. You know what I mean? They played not a back-to-back, but, 2 games in a row against each other.
Yeah, they did, and I
know?
predicted that Phoenix would lose that first one and then win. Vice versa. I went the other way. Okay,
Last place. Though.
I'm a loser.
It's rough.
Yeah.
You haven't lost yet.
Not yet.
You haven't lost yet.
Ain't that the truth? But you sure are behind the 8 ball. And I will say, now, I want it to be known, mostly because I'm kind of in a lead, and I would say that last place is probably an unlikely scenario for me, but I did not set up this episode to, ring in first place. I set it up for you guys to compete, the 3 of you, so maybe a miraculous comeback from Bob, or the 2 of you to duke it out for first place, second place, whatever. These games today are almost entirely for y'all to get points. So it is head-to-head games. It is, because I had it all set up and then I looked at the scoreboard, completely scrapped it.
I got you.
Completely
I thought you
scrapped.
were going to be like, I didn't do that. It's going to look like I did that, but I didn't do that.
No. What I'm saying is the entire episode, except for the first game, but it's always a team game. The first game is set up so that you guys can compete head-to-head game, so that you can compete and maybe settle who wins this month. We shall see. All right. Well, with that, let's get to it. Our first game of the day. What better way to round out the year than everybody's favorite game?
What did he say?
Not a game.
Anything's possible.
Are you ever going to switch that out for Jason Tatum's? We did it!
No. That's right. It's What Did He Say? The rules for this game are very simple. I will play an audio clip of an NBA personality, player, coach, or analyst. It will be your job, Trey, Justin, and Bob, to work as a team to guess who or what that person is talking about. Each correct guess is worth 100 points. In the event of an incorrect guess, I receive the 100 points. Sound good, team?
Dude, yeah.
I had a 4-hour round trip drive yesterday, and I listened to a couple old episodes, and I was just doing some scouting, and I'm fascinated and impressed by the range of the way that you respond to that every time.
Yeah. I
love it. I don't think I caught on until the last few weeks, and we've done 100 episodes together. At this point?
You gotta go back and listen to them all. Man.
Yeah, it's
More than that.
Get listening.
All right. Okay. Round 1. Who is speaking in this clip? And what is this person talking about?
Awful. Yeah, awful. I was really shocked and surprised. Then I caught myself. I said, why am I shocked and surprised? For 2 reasons. 1, because as an NBA head coach, ultimately you're going to get the blame. And 2, who he works for. Because I got fired by the same person. No class, no balls. That's what I'll say about that.
Who's speaking in that one? And what's that person talking about?
So
They're definitely talking about Mike Brown. Getting fired.
okay, so Mike Brown. So when we're talking about Mike Brown, we're talking about, I think he mentioned going through the same situation.
Who
Coach
else
that
got
comes
fired by the Kings?
Mike Malone, Denver
yeah,
Nuggets
that
head
does sound
coach,
like
who randomly got fired by the Kings. I actually did run across this interview and hear it. So it's an easy one.
Take it, Trey.
It's Mike Malone, he was Denver Nuggets head coach. He's talking about Mike Brown being fired recently by the Sacramento Kings.
Worth 200 points. Final answer.
Yeah.
Final
Let's
answer.
see. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I got to reveal it like this. I apologize. I'm not used to what did he say? It's been a while. Here we go.
And I go into the meeting, and the coaches say, you hear about Mike Brown? And I said, why? What happened? And they said he got fired.
That is correct. Yeah, and of course, yes, you were also correct. Yes, that is Mike Malone. 200 points for the 3 of you. Well done. He's already on my heels.
Boy.
Only 105 points behind. Trey is. Oh boy.
Oh man.
As they sit 3 games back of the play-in spots, and with rumors swirling about the status of their franchise player, in a truly shocking move, the Sacramento Kings fired 2023 Coach of the Year Mike Brown after the team lost its 5th straight game. Bob, was this the right move?
Michael, fantastic question as always. Listen, I don't think it was the right move because I don't know if Mike Brown was supposed to be there in the first place. What? I don't know. Maybe the right pieces weren't in place. Maybe the things weren't supposed to be. It just didn't work in the end. And so do you ask yourself, is it Mike Brown or is it the players? Well, obviously, we realize now it's not Mike Brown. It's got to be the players. They're at a crossroads. They don't know who they're going to go with. And the no balls, the no class franchise that is the Sacramento Kings made this unfortunate decision to fire Mike Brown, who is one of the best coaches we have in the NBA. And it's really unfortunate. So it's just a complete result of exactly what Mike Malone was talking about. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. It's just disappointing all throughout, and we'll see where the Sacramento Kings go, but I don't see it going anywhere up anytime soon.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Justin, was this the right move? And can you tell me why?
Yeah, this was a horrible move. When will franchises ever learn that firing a really good coach is not going to turn your franchise around?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% though. Like, what are we doing?
Shit.
Like, even in your horrible times, you have to fix the roster. And you need stability around any roster, number one. And the only kind of I feel like the face of your front office for the players is the head coach. Like, that just seems like the kind of the way it kind of goes. It's like he's like the fence between the two of them, right? The front office isn't going to go yell at De'Aaron Fox because he's not making shots. The same way De'Aaron Fox probably isn't going to go talk to the front office. I mean, I guess he might. He's De'Aaron Fox, but there's just that's kind of the stopgap in between the two scenarios. And so when a roster doesn't have probably any stability from their quote unquote the leadership, which is the coach, they're not going to play well.
Mm-hmm.
But the real reason all this happened, is because I believe the Kings are cursed.
Okay.
Until they come home to their rightful city. Because
Rochester.
Kansas City. This is where they should be anyway.
Kings.
Let's go.
But yeah, so the horrible move. And just be on the lookout. I will say this. I think this lessens the likelihood of De'Aaron Fox getting traded this season.
You do?
I do.
Interesting.
Because they're going to bring in a new coach, and they're going to be like,
they're going to try.
They're going to
be
try.
like, well, yeah,
Well,
Brown was the problem.
Yeah.
So Trey put in our Yay basketball text chain here. He said Friday at 3:46 p.m. Mike Brown fired. Wow. And Justin almost immediately says he was just coach of the year. What a crappy franchise. And I mean, I'll give my take in a second, but agreed. Trey, was this the move? What do you?
No,
what do
this
you
was
think,
not
man?
the move. This is a terrible move. When you're looking at his record, he had 107 and 88 record
Yes.
with the Kings.
Good call. Good stat.
That's not a record you see and think, hey, I'm gonna fire this guy. So I mean, I don't know if De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, and him didn't get along. It looked like they did. I don't know what's going on with that.
You mean with Mike Brown,
with
or
Mike Brown.
or with each other? With Mike Brown.
Like De'Aaron Fox with Mike Brown or Domantas Sabonis with Mike Brown, because I have been hearing about De'Aaron Fox being in trade talks, but this roster, I mean, they just brought in DeMar DeRozan. I think that wasn't the right move for them.
Yeah.
Just because I think he takes a lot away from De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, who both are all NBA players. They've been all NBA players the last 2 seasons. This takes a lot away from them, from a player that really just does this on every other team. So I think that was a big problem. Keegan Murray has had a drop. They don't have any depth other than that. So I don't think it's the coaching is to blame. They have lost, I think, like 8 or 9 games in a row. I can look right now. Actually,
it's not that many.
Not that many. It was 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5. They lost six
straight.
So 6 straight.
3 and 7 in their last 10. But also, so are the Suns.
Yeah.
So are the Blazers. So are the Jazz.
So when you look at that,
So are the Warriors.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible
Sorry.
move.
It
A lot
happens.
of, and you're seeing this a lot in the NBA. You go on a bad streak or you do something wrong. They're like, we're giving up on you. And now they got Doug Christie, who was an ex-King, but this guy's never coached a basketball team. This it's not going to make a change. This was a terrible decision on the Kings' part.
Yeah. So, okay. So, all right. I disagree with the firing because he was just coach of the year in 2023. However, something that John Anthony just said and something that Trey also made a point about, if he loses the locker room and you lose your star players and you don't have your guys, there might be nothing else that can be done.
For real.
You can't salvage it. Well, we saw this last year, and we saw it with the Hawks a couple years ago. Trae Young, Nate McMillan. I'm forgetting it happened last year. So
The Bucks.
Adrian Griffin.
Adrian Griffin. They were they were second seed or something like that. They were on and Giannis and them just didn't fuck with him. They didn't like him. He never had the locker room to begin with. I don't think you can say that with Mike Brown because
Nash.
I don't think you can say that. Yeah, Nash is a whole that Nets
Bond.
thing. Let's just act like that never happened. Let's
Frank
just pretend
Vogel
that whole thing.
after. Yeah.
But I just don't know that years ago, and I've referenced this on the podcast before. The Jayhawks had a disappointing loss in the tournament. Shocker. And I talked to Kyle and I said, and it was year after year kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I asked Kyle, who KU alum, and I said, Kyle,
Best friend.
is Bill Self on the hot seat? And he said simply, who are you going to get that's better? And I think about that frequently when I think about head coaching firings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the NBA, it's a little different. I think about this frequently with the Mike Tomlin thing because the Steelers fan base gets very shaky when we're like, we lose 3 straight. We get blown out by the Chiefs. That whole kind of thing. People are like, oh, hey, fire Mike Tomlin. We haven't won a playoff game since, however long. People are always like, oh, move on from the coach, move on from the coach. I say to you,
Look at the resume.
who's next? Look at the resume, but also who's next? 25 teams in the NFL would die to have Mike Tomlin as their coach, and and also in the NBA, there's like these trees, right? There's the Greg Popovich tree. Oh, in the NFL, there's the Bill Belichick tree, right? Yeah. So there's like, oh, well, he's and there's always guys kind of moving and shifting, and there are head coach worthy guys on the bench on the not the second row maybe, but that are assistant coaches on NBA teams somewhere. So I think it's maybe less so that applies. Oh, who are you going to find that's better? But coach of the year 2023, I don't think you let go of that guy. What percentage season of the year?
Through we're at least like 47.
Yeah,
I
through
would say
47% of the year. Yeah, 46% of the year. I just don't think you let go of him. So
To have Doug
agreed.
Christie, who never, even on that Kings team, wasn't the leader. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get why people I get when point guards like Steve Nash or like if Chris Paul wanted to be a
We'll
coach
see.
or like the point guards that want to be a coach,
We'll see.
they actually like kind of ran the floor.
now
But, I don't know that Doug Christie wasn't. He was good.
you're
but he
right. I
wasn't
will
the
say
leader.
this now to Justin's point. If it is, I'll get to John Anthony's point in a second. If it is, keep Mike Brown and trade De'Aaron Fox. If it's like one or the other, see a Mike Brown.
You
of
fire
course.
Mike Brown.
Like you
Yeah.
absolutely, obviously have to keep
Why
De'Aaron
is
Fox.
that the logic? Can you just please sell me on it?
Because
I
you're
don't
not
get
getting
it.
another De'Aaron Fox. You can find another Mike Brown.
You want to know why?
You can find so many De'Aaron Foxes.
Because this is why.
hang on.
Because
You can rebuild
no, listen.
De'Aaron
Because
Fox.
then you give up your point guard. Yeah, Domantas Sabonis was huge. Who you just gave up your point guard and Tyrese Halliburton.
Yes.
Who you drafted to get, and then you gave him up for Sabonis, which it worked out for you. You got De'Aaron Fox, who's all NBA point guard.
Yes.
You give him up. It's just as the coach does. Coach is important, but the players play the game. And if you give up
Yeah,
your
it's
star
just like-
player, and you just have
Franchise
Sabonis and you
player.
have Malik Monk or you have
In his prime.
Devin Carter, who's a rookie running your offense.
Dave Young.
You're in
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, let's not get too deep.
I know,
but
but real quick, are there more De'Aaron Foxes in league history or Greg Popovich's?
We're not talking
Mike
about Greg
Brown's not-
Popovich.
I know that, but again, a really good coach.
But I hear you. But he is not Greg
De'Aaron,
Popovich, and he's
yes,
not even close.
Yes, he's a
not.
coach of the year winner. Hey, you know what De'Aaron Fox is? A clutch player of the year winner. Nobody cares about that award.
Hey.
So,
So
like,
we are
I
not-
would
hey,
agree with you
hey,
if
we
he
are
was
not
an
talking
MVP.
About, we are not
He's an
talking
MVP
about that.
of
I
coaches.
hear you.
You're right. I mean, you
I
got a
hear
point.
you, but a lot of the time, coach of the year is in large part due to team success, which also has to do with players on the court. It's like JJ Redick said, I can only joystick it so much. I can X and O's this thing as much as I want, but if the players don't put in the effort, they don't put in the effort. So I agree. I hear your point, but if it is, like all these points we were making about the potential of the De'Aaron Fox trade or fire Mike Brown, I think it was a stupid move to fire Mike Brown, but if it's one or the other, I think you keep your franchise guy.
I think it's both. And it's really
Blow it
simply,
up.
I think you do both.
Burn the franchise, move him to Casey.
Because listen, you have the value. You have the value that you can
For
get
that,
out of
I'm
De'Aaron
sorry.
Fox now, and they're going to take that. You can build. Why did they trade for DeMar DeRozan? It only makes sense. You have to build around
was a
him
free
and
agent.
Sabonis. So the whole idea is, hey, we're going to build this around you. Come in here. We're going to figure it out. Keep Sabonis. Sell Fox off for parts. Restart
Hopefully, you
with
get something.
a new head coach instead of Mike Brown. That's what's probably going to happen. So there's no loyalty in Sacramento, and it's obvious. So no, they're not going to keep De'Aaron Fox.
I don't
also.
think they will either.
Quickly,
I think he does.
Both
get
are
traded.
gone.
John Anthony said, Mike D'Antoni, you are a Sacramento King. So we'll see. All right. Long round one. Let's get to round two. God dang it. I tried to avoid it. Okay. Round two of What Did He Say? Who is Brian Windhorse talking about in this class? I knew you were going to do it.
I'll never
I was
know.
writing
I will
it.
never
I knew you
know.
were going to do it.
I will never know. It's the greatest moment in NBA
Who
history.
is... What? Who is Wendy talking about here?
They're the number 4 offensive team in the league, and that includes sort of a slow start. If you go back and look at the last 15, 18 games, I think they're number 2. So they have offense, and they've got offensive firepower. They're going to take some losses, I'm sure, but this is a team that has more depth than it did a year ago at this time.
Who's Wendy talking about there, champs?
Is that? Oh,
High in offense, more depth than last year. It's between two teams.
In my head, it's the Phoenix Suns.
It's
Phoenix
either
Suns.
them or the Mavericks.
I think my first thing was the Celtics.
but I think it's the
They don't have
Suns.
more depth than last year, though.
Yeah, they have the exact same roster.
And Dallas didn't make that many moves. I mean, they added
Yeah.
Clay, but I want to say the Phoenix Suns.
I think
really
it's the
do.
Suns too. Those are my two. I think it's the Suns.
Which
on
is
that.
weird because, like,
you
I
guys
don't-
can have this one.
Yeah, let's go with the Phoenix Suns.
Don't start. You get off that computer right now, Trey. I see you.
I was just looking up.
Yeah,
I'm looking up depth chart.
Yeah, don't look up depth chart.
Okay.
Don't look up nothing
Okay.
until the round is
All
over.
right.
You want Phoenix?
Yeah,
Final answer?
that's all I got.
Let's see.
The thing I'll say about the Mavericks, they're the number
Damn it,
4
I'm
offensive
sorry.
team in the league, and
Surprising. Thought that you would kind of pick up on the other big news of the week being the thing. I'm glad you guys don't see the. Never mind. I won't tell you. Despite holding a steady pace in the top 4 seeds in the West, the Dallas Mavericks might have rough waters ahead as they face the loss of their generational talent, Luka Doncic, for potentially a month or more due to a scary left calf strain. Trey, can the Mavs hold it together without Luka?
Can the Mavs hold it together without Luka? I mean, I have faith in Kyrie. I'm a big Kyrie guy. He's been playing really well. Right now, where are they? They're sitting in the 4th spot. I honestly think I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think that the Mavericks will be all right. Hopefully Luka isn't out long because that is a big loss. I see them losing a couple games.
Yep.
But I think they pull out a few that you think that they'll lose because Kyrie and other players like Derek Lively and PJ Washington step up.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
What?
Just watch.
No.
No,
That's
no.
not what we're talking about.
Don't know
I
about
agree with
that.
your
Okay,
point.
okay.
I agree with your point. We made a,
My bad.
we made a
Different
little
joke.
side
Sorry.
joke.
For sure.
There, go ahead. Justin, talk to me about the Mavs, buddy.
I think the Mavs will be fine as far as like the team will be okay. I think they might lose a couple spots in the standings, but they were playing great without Luka just earlier this season. And so, like, I just don't know what thank you for pulling that up because I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like for the next month. I think they're going to lose then they're going to beat all the bad teams anyway, right? And I think they'll have some hard fought battles. Like, Cleveland's in there. They got pretty much a back to back against Denver. That's probably going to be pretty rough. But other than that, I think they can go toe to toe with people.
I agree. Because they've got wins over Golden State, Phoenix.
Yep.
San Antonio's proven they can hang with the big dogs. Close fought battle with Houston, Minnesota.
Really, you see Najee Marshall's name at the.
They're not.
Been hooping.
So, anyways,
and
a win over the Clippers.
Yeah, and it's just doesn't go against what you just said. Like you were saying about the big news, and I don't know what it is about this. It didn't feel like big news. If that makes sense. I know
probably bigger for me.
Definitely for you, for sure. It just didn't feel, because it's not like he's done for the season. I guess maybe that's what it is. I go,
he will be most likely eliminated from first team or all NBA.
But if he never wins an award
MVP.
again, it doesn't, no sweat off my back.
But this does, I know, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, but he was on track to potentially be the first player in NBA history to win, or to be on All NBA every season of his career.
Yeah.
And that will most likely be no longer the case.
Stupid rules.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
I like it.
But yeah,
I think Joel Embiid.
I think they're gonna be fine. I think they drop a few spots, but they're fine.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, dropping a few spots. They're gonna drop at least 2. The whole they're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
it's
also close.
They'll drop 2. Listen, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, I think is actually kind of injured. He's a little shaken up, so I'm a little scared about that. Kyrie Irving has still looked really good despite being 34. How old is Kyrie?
24, 4, and 5.
I was gonna say he's not 24.
No, I'm saying he's averaging 24 or 25.
He completely revitalized his career. Good for him.
He's 32.
32. Thanks. No Josh Green. Someone who knew the offense for a long time. He's no longer on the team, which, not saying it's detrimental, but having that backup point guard, someone who can kind of pick up where some things are left off. It's nice. So yeah, we'll drop 2.
I think so. I mean, dog, the West. I know we say it every time we talk about the West, but it is so fluid. That's another reason about the Kings. And I forgot to mention this. The slides happen. Runs happen. A lot happens. Like the Lakers a week and a half ago were like the 10 seed, and now they're back in the 5. The Mavs were down there in the 8, and now they're in the 4. Like, it's just so up and down. It's so fluid. The Nuggets were the 3. Now they're in the 7. It's just so up and down. It's so competitive. That is one of the reasons you need your guys.
Yeah.
That is one of the reasons you need your best dude.
Yeah.
And they, not unfortunately, but I guess fortunately for Dallas, they have played really well without him. PJ Washington was when he wasn't on the court.
Mm-hmm.
I knew because I had him on my fantasy team, and the second he came back, Luka came back, he was a stuffed animal and just used.
Gafford's the same way. Yeah.
He was a stuffed lynx. So, anyways, they'll be fine in terms of long-term playoff success because he'll be back long before it'll not really matter. But I mean, he'll be. I don't think they'll slip too long or become too much in a hole that it'll be like a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that was, what did he say, Justin? What do we finish that game with there, Josh?
We finished that game with 100 points to Michael and 200 points to the team of us 3.
Hey, I'm surprised I even got those. I expected it to be 300 points to you. So just quickly checking in, Trey is only 205 points away from me now. It's close, and that'll be it. That is the most points I can get from today outside of my bet for the end of the month. And I don't know if
I'm playing conservative this year,
so we'll see. We'll see. All right. Well,
it's the end of the year.
It's the end of the year.
I'm playing conservative this year.
All right, it's time for the segment that everybody's gonna
come.
Whoa! It's time.
That's why they're all here.
It's time for Bob's Buckets.
What?
Hi.
That's why you're all here.
Blowing
for
out
the
my
bucket.
monitors.
That's right. It's one you guys have been waiting for. Rarely and often do I mix life and work and basketball together. So something we talked about the other day, finally, wine basketball nicknames.
Yeah, I knew you had that ready.
Yeah, so number 1, we're going to go with Carmelo Anthony. Carmerlo Anthony.
Nice, very nice.
Not Carminiere Anthony, because I don't think most of our group would understand the 6
I'm unfamiliar.
ignoble grape. Exactly. I know you guys wouldn't understand the ignoble grape. I'll
Hey,
talk
I like
about
it.
that later. Domantas Sabonis. Domantas is going to appreciate this one. There's,
He has a wine, doesn't he?
he's very familiar with wine. So DRC is a wine from Burgundy, Domaine Romani Conti, aka Domantas Romani Conti. He would appreciate it. All of this was, of course, inspired by Chianti George. Chianti George, the Sangiovese based table wine from Italy.
Just
We all
quickly,
know
Bob. Chat agrees with your comments.
Yeah.
But I'll say the most PG version of it. Dan says Bob's Bucket is my Roman Empire.
Jaren Jackson, honorable mentions, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jaren Jackson Family Chardonnay Jr., Jamal Kim Crawford.
Oh, I love it. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good too. Anyway, so then I was like, well, I wonder if this has been done before. And then I thought, well, what if AI thought of this before?
Oh,
So
you throw that into ChatGPT.
I jumped over to ChatGPT, boys. Here's what we got. All right. Chardonnay Green, Merlot James,
What?
Cabernet Jordan, Malbec Turner, Sauvignon White. They're literally just making names up together.
Yeah, I was like, none of these are players.
Syrah Johnson, hilarious. And then I decided I was curious. Give me the top 50 NBA players right now, Chat GPT. LaMelo Ball was number 36. And that's all I got for you.
Golly, that's crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh boy, and that is one of the reasons that until they release GPT-5, we are gonna be fine. Okay, folks. Good bucket there, Bob.
We're holding hands. Can I have 100 points for that bucket, by the way?
No, you cannot.
Come on. I'm
Can
in
I have
last.
100 points for that bucket?
Absolutely.
I was in
not.
last.
Take
Come
away
on.
100 points.
Yeah.
No,
Golly,
it's a
that's
random question
great.
of the day, folks, where I ask one random NBA trivia question. If anybody gets it right, they get 1,000 points. Now, this, folks, is an NBA history random trivia question. Hey, it's a history question. NBA history question. How many know your NBA history? How well do you know your NBA history? Let's find out.
Let's see.
As you all know, there are 30 teams in the NBA today. However, there were not always 30 teams in the league, because back in 1961, there were only 8 teams. Entering the 1961-62 season, the league expanded, adding their 9th team, which was based out of Chicago. Although this team would be renamed to the Chicago Zephyrs just one season later, that was not their original team name. Your question today is, what is the original name of the 1961 Chicago basketball team?
Ay, yowza. I'm
thinking history.
You know what?
Chicago,
because it'd be cool.
the fires, the floods.
Whoa, Dan, did you know that off the top of your head?
I'm just
Holy
rolling with the
crap.
Chicago Bulls.
The fairs, the floods, and the fires. And the river.
Okay, so got no answer
The
from
Chicago rivers.
Okay,
The
so-
Chicago Black Sox.
Okay.
Nope.
It is the Chicago Packers.
Chicago Packers.
A little history for you on this team/franchise. 1 year after that name change, they went from the Chicago Packers. You're going to leave?
I'm out. I can't.
This one's for you. No, go ahead. Yeah, I'll wait. No, go ahead. Yeah, actually, sure. Yeah, no, you're right. We're gonna sit here we're just gonna wait. You know what? We'll do this. We'll just listen to this intro.
Broadcasting live from the Yay Studio in Kansas City, Missouri. It's time for Guess That Tape.
So
Going crazy on the bongos.
So good, dude. And he's back.
Okay, here's the history. 1 year after the name change, they went for 1961. they were added, right? Then as the Chicago Packers. By the way, Dan did have that right. He just knew this. He said I have the wildest obscure. No, I have the most wildest obscure knowledge, even though I only started watching basketball 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
They started as the Chicago Packers. Then they changed their name the very next season to the Chicago Zephyrs. 1 year after that name change, they moved. They weren't even in Chicago anymore. They moved to their new home in Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore Zephyrs.
10 years later, they moved once again to their permanent home in Washington, where the Packers turned Zephyrs, turned Bullets, turned Wizards would then remain. This is the original franchise of the Washington Wizards, the Chicago Packers.
If you would have asked, because I knew the Zephyrs were like a throwback jersey for the Wizards.
But did you know their original team name was the Packers?
I did not know that they were the Packers.
Yeah. You would ask their question, I still would have got it wrong.
No, I mean, hey, yeah. No, it's. I didn't know. I was using a little background info. I was doing this for YB Time Warp, and I really wanted to include the Chicago Packers part on the Time Warp, but I just couldn't get it to fit with the odd year out, that whole thing. So I ended up using it for a random question of the day. So there it is. That is what we used it for. And with that, it is time for us to talk about some news at 37 minutes, gentlemen. So let's get to some speed takes. Whatever.
Whipping it.
Oh yeah. It's Speed Takes. There's a lot of news to talk about, so let's talk about it. What better way to do it than Speed Takes? We've reached the end of 2024. There's a lot of little tidbits. According to most, NBA Christmas Day was a success, while neither of the NFL games were very competitive. Bob, do you agree with LeBron that Christmas Day is the NBA's?
I would like to think so. But there's a lot of opinions out there, and while basketball will remain number 2 in the American market, which is really unfortunate, Christmas Day is still amazing, and it's only for the NBA. It's what I wake up for and watch. It's what I enjoy, and it's just everything that I need more. So yes, we need more of it.
Just steam.
From a numbers perspective, I don't think it will be the NBA's day anymore. But it just kind of is what it is. As long as the NFL is going to keep trying to play football every single day of the year, then there's nothing really that you can do to compete with the NFL at this point in time, unless you fix the league, I guess. I don't even know how you do that. Be bigger than them.
Fix it.
Well,
question again?
According to NBA, do you agree with LeBron that Christmas Day is the NBA's?
That Christmas Day is the NBA's. It always will be. I know the ratings showed that it wasn't, but in my opinion, it was. Yeah, it's
great.
It's the NBA's day.
Felt weird watching football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a little afraid that Roger Goodell is going to see LeBron and go, his quote, and go, oh yeah? Check this out. Here's 5 games.
Hey, all their players are going to work.
But here's the other thing. Hey man, stop this shit. 11 games in 3 games in 11 days? What the fuck, man? And now games on Saturday. I'm sick of it.
I can't keep up.
I'm sick of it. Of course, I feel this way because I feel like we particularly got screwed in this situation, but
how's that?
Speed takes.
Well, I mean, Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs in 11 days. It'd be tough if we were playing anybody in 11 days, but 3 really good teams in 11
but the
days.
Chiefs played just as many games.
Who'd they play?
It doesn't matter. We played 3.
Texas.
I'm not talking listen.
Come on.
It's also tough for you.
But
you
also,
shouldn't want it either.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, your franchise player almost fucked his whole shit up.
That's not good.
Why are you saying it's good? It's a good thing.
No, I'm saying
play 4 games in 11 days.
Your team was in a bad situation. And
we all got screwed. Everybody got screwed.
We all did. Everybody.
That's
the Patriots' number 1 overall pick, baby.
That's a rough schedule. The Chiefs.
It's a rough schedule for anybody.
Yeah,
any NFL team.
Anyway.
The NBA will always stand on Christmas Day, And I hope they continue to have great games like this. I mean, because what was the only... There weren't really any non-competitive. I mean, we turned off Dallas, Minnesota towards the end of the third, but then they ended up making it close.
Yeah, they did.
So, I mean, you know...
Yeah,
But all
the
the
Luka injury kind of ruined that game, but other than that, like...
But all the games were good.
So good.
Great. And I mean, and also, Lakers-Warriors was the most viewed regular season game in 5 years.
Just saying.
That's
Is that...
good or bad? Yeah, who knows?
Just saying.
All right, let's get through it. After trade rumors galore, Miami Heat president Pat Riley said in a statement Thursday that the team will not be trading Jimmy Butler. Is this the right move?
Trey? Is this the
Yeah,
right
I'm
move?
sorry. Sorry.
Just
I
drop the
think
ball,
no,
Mike. Come
this
on.
isn't the right move. They need to get rid of Jimmy Butler. Get what they can for him. Tyler Hero, as you will see here shortly, I have something on him.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Breadcrumbs.
I think he's stepped up and showed that he can fill that role. And Jimmy Butler seems to... His time seems to be done in Miami. I think they need to get what they can from him and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, wait, Bob? No, sorry.
So here's what I think. I disagree about your Tyler Hero point. I just don't think he can be your like franchise guy. He's playing great, but whatever. But I'm done with considering the Miami Heat a well-run, good franchise. They are making mistakes. They're holding on to Jimmy Butler way too long. You're not doing the right things. You didn't get Dame. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. Like, and I'm sorry. And then players leave, and then they're not the same players where Bam isn't who we thought he was going to wind up being potentially. Like, I'm done with thinking that Miami is a blue chip franchise.
Yeah, they haven't been recently.
No, they might as well be the Chicago Bulls, in my opinion. Like, what are you doing? Figure it out.
I mean, they've been more competitive than the Bulls recently. But.
Sure, but I think now we're at a point now where Jimmy can't do it for you anymore. And I'm sorry, but like, just what are you doing? I just feel like you're not the Pat Riley I was sold on you being anymore.
Yeah, I saw the HBO franchise as well, Winning Time. That was the Pat Riley I was sold on. Adrian Brody. Yeah, no, he's definitely thinking, why not both? If I can hold on to Jimmy Butler, and if Tyler Hero wants to take that next leap, go for it. Hey, I've also got Bam Adebayo, who's got really good value as well. So just saying, there could be a lot of things done on that roster still, and I think it's a smart move not to give up this blue chip that is Jimmy Butler. So I'm not surprised they're not selling him yet.
They definitely kicked the tires. They tried.
Yeah.
Houston was the best attempt. Houston didn't want it. Doesn't really make sense for Golden State. Lakers didn't have the pieces.
He wants to go to a
wants to go to a competitor. I don't think Denver has the pieces that Miami wants.
Minnesota's not moving.
Minnesota doesn't really. There's just not a market really. They tried. So I think Pat Riley came out and said, we're not doing that, after they kind of tried.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree. Yeah. Maybe this is Pat Riley being like, yeah, we're not doing that. What do you mean? I'm not. What do you mean I never did that? What?
Okay, guy.
Yeah. He's going to walk, but the other thing is, what's the market? I mean, he's going to get paid somewhere, but where?
Brooklyn.
So, like, is it better to get a bad deal for him than no deal for him if you're Miami?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, right. Okay.
Well.
The Los Angeles Lakers acquired Dorian Finney-Smith, Shake Milton, and cap flexibility in exchange for D'Angelo Russell, Max Lewis, and 3 second-round picks. Bob, good move.
Great move. Good for the Lakers, honestly. I talk about, discount KCP with Dorian Finney-Smith. I think he's a really good option for them on defense and switchable, and he can shoot the ball. I love it. And you're giving Shake Milton a chance. Listen, I get it. Gabe Davis is still lurking around in the shadows in the Lakers facility. Apparently he's still playing basketball over there. So we'll see when Shake gets his time in the sun. But I hope it comes soon. So good for the Lakers.
I think overall good for the Lakers. I don't think it's a world mover. Obviously, I don't think anybody does, but you had to do something because Lakers fans weren't going to stand pat and be happy with you. So you had to figure out something. I don't think they're done necessarily. I don't know what else they could do, but I just yay.
I'm not really too excited about the move. I think it helps out. Okay. I know
I'm kidding.
So, I like it. I like it for Brooklyn because they get draft picks, they get D'Lo. They have like 31 first-round picks in the next 7 years.
What?
Yes, 31. Look it up. Yeah, they have 31 first-round picks.
No, I don't not believe you.
No.
I just
So another fact. But so it helps out Brooklyn because they're probably going to try to go get Cooper Flagg or one of these top 3-4 picks in this next draft. Why I don't like it for why I like it for the Lakers is because they get a piece 3-4 guard that will fill in for Rui when he's not out because they have
Jesus Christ, dude.
They have Dalton Connect, a rookie. He's good, but he hasn't played playoff basketball in the NBA. He hasn't. So I don't think this doesn't really move the needle for the Lakers for like, okay, we're going to go win a championship. So I'm not like sitting here like, oh my God, they made the best move. The Nets won in this trade. Like let's be honest.
Really?
The Nets won.
So?
The Nets 100% won in this trade. They got D'Lo. They got a young guard who was playing well in the summer league with them. That
Maxwell Lewis.
They got draft picks that they can move. They have 31 picks. Like I said, they're going to be able to get the top picks or top free agents in the league.
They'll have the best chance.
They're in the same spot as Oklahoma. Let's just say that, but not as good. They're gonna be trying to get to that spot. So don't sleep on the Nets. They're gonna be on the come up these next couple years.
One of those young rosters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
something to
4
show for it.
first-round picks this draft.
Yeah.
So I thought that D'Lo would be a part of a bigger package,
Yeah.
but that's just because like the thing around Lakers is always like, who's the next star? Who's the next star? You know, it was
Yeah.
it was Kawhi, it was Paul George, it was all, there's always
been every
somebody.
star.
It's been every star. Anytime somebody, like I got a text from Clayton, Lakers fan. And he's like, what do you think about Fox? I heard rumors that Fox is coming to LA, and I'm like, you might as well say fucking Shaq's coming out of retirement. What the fuck are you talking about? Sacramento wouldn't trade De'Aaron Fox to the Lakers. It's like, what? It doesn't make any sense at all. I like DFS there.
It's not a sexy trade.
It's
the
not
Lakers
sexy.
make sexy trades, and it's cool.
It's not
Good
sexy.
For them.
It's not sexy. The most important thing is flexibility to me. They needed to get the fuck out of that apron, boy.
DFS is flexible.
They needed to get out of that apron. Golly, they get out of the second apron and they can move around a little bit now.
Yeah.
And that's good. I don't think anything's going to happen severe at the trade deadline that's going to help them to the point where they're going to be like title contenders. But I think they looked at where they are in the West. I think they looked at where they've been throughout this season so far, and they've said we can maybe make another conference finals run. I don't think that they're going to go to the finals for sure, but like they maybe can compete in a playoff run.
Yeah,
if they make the right move or two.
Definitely.
So we'll see. I think that was kind of their thinking. And I like DFS. Yeah, he's a good. What is he? Shooting 44% from three, I believe. He's a good pickup and a good swing guy. And D'Lo. Yeah, it's been time. It's been time for D'Lo for a minute. I just thought he'd be worth more. I thought he'd be worth more.
Let D'Lo have the empty calorie shooting in Brooklyn. You know, now that Schroeder's out of there, he's going to be fine.
That's true. Yeah, John Anthony makes a good point. JJ loves DFS too, so he might cook with that. Good point. All right. Cleveland Cavaliers continue to stay hot and have the best record in the league at 27-4, 9-1 in their last 10, and a 6-game win streak. Bob, is it time to start taking the Cavs, or sorry, Trey, I guess. Is it time to start taking the Cavs seriously as a potential title team?
Yeah, I think we should. Donovan Mitchell has been getting underlooked in MVP talks. He's been a huge part of this success. Evan Mobley's been making his step up. Jared Allen's playing well. Darius Garland. When you look at this roster, they match up with contender teams. I wouldn't say they have the depth, but they have the players that can go out there and go a 7-game series with a contender. I don't think that they will win a title, but I think that they should be in the talks of, this team should be somebody to worry about.
Like, I go back and forth on this because they feel very like Donovan Mitchell is better than anybody on that Hawks team that was winning all those games, but at the same time, I just feel that same way about this Cleveland team. The Jeff Teague, Al Horford, Josh Smith Hawks. Like, I just feel that kind of way about this team. I don't fear them. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have that like, oh wow. Even though Donovan Mitchell has shown he can play playoff basketball at a very high level, even though that they've got two great interior presence defenders. I just am not sold on it quite yet. I understand they're going to probably be the one or the two, and they're going to, by that, generally speaking, they're going to have an easier time in the playoffs, so they're going to make the second round more than likely. But I'm not sold on them against some other teams in the Eastern Conference to make the finals. I don't like them even more against the Western Conference title contenders. So, while I guess, yes, just kind of by like, I think every conference has 3 to 4 title contenders necessarily. As far as like they can make it to the dance, and then from there it's whoever else makes it out of the other side. Wow. But I don't think they have like a top 10, a top 7 chance at winning the title. I don't think that.
The Cavs?
Yeah.
You don't think they're a top 7 team to win the title?
Not for me, no.
What? Name the tops. Name the
hang
six.
on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sixers, so Celtics, Thunder, right?
Yeah. Celtics, Thunder.
So then name 4 other teams that are better than the Cavs to win the title.
Like
he thinks Nuggets.
Yeah, I still think Nuggets.
Knicks?
I know you don't. I like the Knicks more than I like the Cavs.
You're gonna say Philadelphia.
No, not Philadelphia. I'm more scared of the Grizzlies. What?
Michael's like,
Really?
come on.
He hates this Nuggets take of mine, and I don't
No, I'm
care.
not even talking about the Nuggets. You just said the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Grizzlies is
Not the
The
Rockets.
Grizzlies are very good. No, not the Rockets. So maybe 7
I mean,
was a
yes,
stretch.
obviously,
It's-
but
the Nuggets is insane.
it's
But I
not-
could see Jokic, I guess,
Maybe the
doing
Mavericks.
some psychotic, like 2018
The last
LeBron
person
thing.
to win 4 in 5 years, we thought was going to the finals every single year, even though they weren't the number 1 seed all the time. And yet we don't give that respect to this player. Whatever.
I just
The
gave it to
Nuggets.
him. I
No, the
just gave it
Nuggets,
to him.
yeah.
I literally
you literally
said.
called it insane right before doing that.
But
That's like
it's
saying
fine.
you're cute, but no, none of that.
He's also not as good as 2018 LeBron. So, but go ahead.
I mean,
Go
okay.
ahead.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No, you didn't finish your list of teams that are better than the Cavs. So in terms
No,
of winning a title.
that I think are closer to winning the title. I think Dallas is closer to winning the title than them. So if we're looking at Oklahoma City, and we'll take out the Grizzlies. You didn't like it.
I can understand Dallas. Okay.
Dallas,
because they were
I
just
think,
in the finals.
Again, I think Denver, right?
Yeah, I'm with that. Dallas and Denver.
Dallas,
I'm respect
Dallas,
that.
Denver,
Boston,
Oklahoma
OKC.
City, Boston. I think the Knicks. That's just me. So maybe they are a top 7 seed. But again, I would probably listen. I'd even probably trust the Lakers before I trusted the Cavs. That's
know
the
about
LeBron and AD of it all.
Stop it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't
Okay,
think
so-
they're necessarily, but I would trust them in the
I
finals
do,
matchup.
okay, I do.
Okay, so
feel
Because
that.
that's what, when it comes to the Western Conference teams, who would you pick in the finals matchup?
So here's
not
the
a
deal.
7-game series, a finals matchup.
So here's the deal. I'm torn because I think a part of that is insane where you're ranking them, but also there comes a time when you need the guy. We've talked about this time and time again. Last year, it was Luka. Last year for the Celtics, it was Jaylen Brown. We thought it would be Tatum, it was Brown, right? Both in the conference finals and the finals.
Mm-hmm.
I think Donovan Mitchell's great. I think Evan Mobley's great. We like Darius Garland a lot. Is Mitchell the guy?
Yes, he can turn it up. He can turn it up and give you 50 points any given night.
He can.
In the
He
regular
can.
season.
Yes, he can.
And we haven't seen
He-
the
honestly,
playoffs,
But we
that's
have,
okay.
but we saw it in the bubble.
We
We
did.
saw it, and I'm not saying discounting the bubble at all. I'm saying we saw it in the bubble playoffs. We saw it. We've seen it in the playoffs here and there. We've seen good playoff performances before. But are we going to see it on the biggest stage?
So
Conference finals against the motherfucking Celtics
Yes.
when you're down 3-2.
So you just asked if he does it during the regular season. Yes.
No, he does do it
No,
during the
yeah.
regular season. I'm saying, will he do it in the biggest stage of
Yes.
his career?
He is that type of player.
And that's the
I
thing
think-
is
I
before
think he will.
2023,
Yes.
during the 2023 playoffs, before Jokic had proved it, I said he's got to prove he's the guy, and then he did.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. That's one of the reasons
Yeah.
why I go, well, Jokic maybe. Embiid hasn't fucking proved it, you know.
Gentlemen.
I'll say
Yeah.
this:
So
the Clippers are still there
listen,
too.
Listen,
Sorry,
listen.
sorry, Bob. Go
you
ahead.
guys are thinking too short-sighted. Okay, this team, and I was thinking about it today. Even and I'm glad you
Connor.
asked this. This team is set up for a fucking dynasty.
Yeah, for real.
It really is. Donovan Mitchell is that guy. And not only that, here's the deal.
Darius
You
Garland.
can move Darius Garland for someone who you can pair Evan Mobley
What?
with that
What?
looks good in the
Don't move
future.
him.
You
Bro,
have
what are you talking about, man?
Jabari Smith that you can call up the Houston Rockets and say, hello, I'd like to talk to you about Jabari Smith. Get them on the line.
Why?
Get the
No,
young,
bro.
build it then around. Hey, Sacramento, you hate De'Aaron Fox?
Oh, yeah.
No problem. Here we come. Now
Last
you're
thing
looking
you
at
need
some
is
moves that
another-
are absolutely potentially incendiary for that team.
He said, "Yikes."
Next step. I'm just saying, you have an actual potential here to go the distance. You guys are thinking too short-sighted. I'm looking more towards the future. The Cleveland
giving up on
Cavaliers look very good. Over
I didn't
the
even
next
say
few
this.
years.
I don't think they're beating a healthy Magic team in the
Yes.
playoffs.
See,
That'd be a good
You're
matchup.
That'd be a good matchup.
That'd be a good matchup. That's going seven games.
But hold on. And I say that, and you're like, okay, cool. But the Magic, you wouldn't take the Magic over the Thunder, over the Grizzlies, over the Mavericks, over the Lakers, over the Clippers, over the Nuggets, over the Suns, over the
I
Timberwolves.
would take them over the Nuggets.
I see you, Cleveland.
I would take them over the
not
Nuggets.
I
the
see
finals.
the big picture.
With a group of people
Well,
that've
first of
never
all,
been there before.
First of all, neither of those teams are making the finals. So
But that's what I'm saying. That they would have to play those teams in the finals. That's what I'm saying.
yes, take them seriously as a title contender. Kawhi Leonard is expected to make his return to the court this Saturday to give a much-needed boost to the Los Angeles Clippers, currently sitting in the 6th seed out west. Bob, what does Kawhi's return mean for the Clips?
I'm not buying the Clippers propaganda. Good for them. You know,
Justin.
They won't.
I'm in on the
cares?
Clippers. I think the Clippers are really good. I think, I've said this before, James Harden gets you to the playoffs. And if James Harden on a team full of just role players can get you to the playoffs, you don't need Kawhi to play that much, and you're still going to be in the playoffs anyway, so you might as well like have him play every other game even, and then healthy Kawhi in the playoffs with a James Harden-led team. Like, that's a scary proposition. It just is.
Where are they?
They are
They're the 6th
currently
seed.
the 6th seed
There's
right here.
The 6th seed, and he's not even back yet.
Yeah, I think Kawhi helps. I don't think he's gonna do. I don't think they're gonna go for a title or anything like that, because he's one slip away from career-ending injury.
Dude.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's no, not buying it.
Yeah, I mean, I picked him up because I think my team is cooked either way. But
I mean, that's
in
a
the
good
off chance
pickup.
that in the off chance that he's great, cool, I guess. Like, what's the fucking difference for me? Who cares? Yeah, the Clippers are gonna make the playoffs for sure. They'll probably be a first round exit. Who gives a shit? Okay. Honey, Pookie, Honey Bear, my sunshine. Today is LeBron James's 40th birthday. It's a little spicy here because I know you and I disagree on this. What age?
40?
He's 40 today.
Damn. For some reason, I thought the dude was older than that. For some reason, I don't know why.
Because he plays so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still a top 15 player in the league. What age of LeBron is the best version of LeBron? Or what? Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I know
just
Justin
give-
has a take on this.
Saint
Whoever.
St. Vincent, St. Mary.
Damn. High school.
Actually, you know
Holy
what?
shit.
I think 2013,
I know, he agrees.
2013 LeBron was the best. He was unstoppable. That dude was literally. Is that when Dwayne Wade did the?
He was so
No,
good. He
that
was
was in a
literally
preseason
skipped
game in 2011.
He was so
Okay,
good. He skipped
but-
college. There's no argument. It's
No, LeBron James.
High
He was
school.
he was doing it all at that time. Like, that dude was a freak.
So my argument has always been 2018 because I think that he was still physically dominant, as physically dominant as 2013. He just played a different position. He played a different role than he did in Miami, but he had those several more years of finals experience, all those more games played. He had that more the IQ built up. What he did to Toronto in that series, where they were the 1 seed or the 2 seed or whatever. What?
We're talking about Toronto with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan.
Hey, you're saying that now?
25-year-old LeBron. Hell yeah.
Everybody picked the Raptors. Everyone. I even thought they were going to lose to the Raptors. I was like, I don't know if there's anything they can do. They were like 64 and something that season. The Raptors were amazing that year. 4 fucking games. What he did that year, I think, also the floater, LeBronto, the fadeaways, that whole thing. The 50-point, and yeah, if Grant Hill makes a free throw or if J.R. Smith does a putback in game 1 of the finals, maybe they take one game off that Kevin Durant Warrior team. Who knows? But I mean, also that roster in Cleveland, not much you could do with that. I think that's the best version of LeBron. The coming back from 3-2, those 2 games back to back in the conference finals against that Celtics team.
I just
That was
feel
crazy.
like even you're not misremembering. But like he was
I promise you I'm not.
far and away the best player in the world.
And he was then too.
He was not far and away the best player in the world.
He was for sure.
In
He was.
In the playoffs, he absolutely was.
Playing really great in the playoffs is not the same as being far and away the best player in the world.
Yeah, 2013 he was.
He was
Sorry.
in 2013 and 2014. He was so far better than everybody else at basketball because he still had all the athleticism and he was still arguably the best defender in the league that could actually defend all 5 positions at the time. Like,
Oh, he was the best defender in the league in 2013. I'll give you that.
that's my point. It's like he was also probably the best offensive player in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that.
He was far and away better than everybody else.
Hey, we're not talking about 09-10 LeBron yet. That guy was the truth. I hated him the most
That was
that
Paul
year.
Pierce.
When I hated him the most, that's when I knew that was his best year. And it was that last year in Cleveland.
9-10
No
was
doubt.
the first year that I
Insane.
started watching like religiously.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I watched I've said this on the show before. I watched every single game he played in Miami live or on a replay or something. I religiously every single game in Miami. But that 2018 LeBron thing was a religious experience. I've never seen like I said, I even picked against the Cavs in going into that Toronto series. They beat the Pacers in 7 games, and I was like, "Jeez, they needed 7 games to beat the Pacers." My
Danny
God,
Granger, hell
they're
yeah.
about to get blown out. There's no way. And then it's
DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry.
That's Paul.
John Anthony
Paul
has
George,
something
yeah.
to say. The difference between
He was
Miami
a
LeBron in
George
2018 was Miami. He was surrounded
He
by
was so good.
stars where he could succeed. 2018, he had stale crackers playing alongside him, and he was dominant and carried everyone. I do agree. Yeah, especially after the trade, after the trade deadline trade in 2018, that playoffs, he averaged 37, 8 and 9.5. Or wait, it was 37, 13 and 9.5 in the playoffs. It's pretty fucking good. Yeah, I think in the playoffs and also best player in the league. Yeah, I agree that maybe not far and away the best.
I guess that's my point. He was probably still the best player in the league at that point, potentially, but there's way more discussion around it at that point in time. There is no discussion
because
in
of the
13,
Kevin
14.
Durant championship thing.
Kevin
the
Durant,
Warriors,
Steph Curry.
How many points did he get for
James
that
Harden was still crazy.
No points. Yeah. No, I hear you.
Like-
well, that was never. No, not in 13.
No, what I'm saying, in like the
In 18.
in
18. Yeah. Sorry.
There was
he
far more of a
was-
conversation
that
in
was around that
2018
time.
I hear you.
than
I
it
hear
was
you.
any other time.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, well, happy birthday to LeBron. Obviously, we weren't going to not cover it, but we didn't really have a whole lot of time to do much with it. Okay, Trey, let's get to your fact quickly, please, at
Alrighty.
1 hour.
1 hour.
Trey's fact of the day.
So, guys, last night it was heating up in Houston, as you guys saw, or if you
Yeah.
didn't see. The guy, Tyler Hero, got thrown around like a rag doll by Eamon Thompson, but that's not what the fact's about. So, the fact is about how, as I'm kind of comparing 2 players. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But Tyler, 5. So, Tyler Hero's 25 right now, and he is averaging 24.1 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, 48% from the field, and 41 from the 3. Steph, when he was 25, was averaged 24 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, 47% from field goal, and 42 from the 3. Steph Curry's first All-Star appearance also So what I'm getting at is, are we seeing something here with Tyler Hero? We were just talking about kind of,
We're seeing some.
or no, we can.
You're not watching.
Like, are we seeing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Shut up.
No,
He's
No,
he's
but,
got
like-
the YIOTAs on him.
no, but it's not. Tyler Hero
Sorry,
is
sorry.
like that. We're seeing that Steph is doing. He's on pace, doing the same thing Steph was doing. He hadn't won a title yet, but like what Steph was doing on the court, scoring wise, what he was bringing to the court, Tyler Hero is doing in his 25th year. If he gets an All-Star this year, he'll be on the same thing. So I think that while we're kind of sitting back on Tyler Hero, if he could be that guy, I think he can if he's put in the position, because when Jimmy's out, when has that green light, he does show up. He's averaging, right now, he's averaging 20. missing it. He's averaging 24 points a game right now. So I mean, I'd say he's their number 1, number 2 option.
Yeah,
definitely
right now.
One.
So
sure as
so
fucking Bam.
I think if they get rid of Jimmy, I think that could open the door for him. But
So
I don't know
my response to is he doing stuff like potentially like what we're going to see with Curry is Curry was the first, right? So it's always going to, Curry didn't have the green light that Curry has now. He created the green light that some players have now. You know what I mean? So like Hero is allowed to have some of that green light because of Curry. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I see that, but also if you do watch Miami Heat games, this guy is getting double team and triple team.
No,
like,
I'm not
consistently.
No, hang on. I'm not knocking him at all.
No.
I'm more so saying like the play style in general. That shit wasn't like not happening at all. But like Steph can pull up from anywhere. I don't think that that Spo is gonna like rip him if he feels like he has a shot and he takes it,
No,
not as green a light as Steph. Steph has the greenest light of all time, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no,
he
I
can kind of do things that definitely weren't not allowed, but as accepted when Steph came in.
So, do you think that we're seeing something with him? Can he potentially be? Do you think he can be that guy for the Heat?
I think he can be the number 1. Yeah,
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I think if that scoring and playmaking just continue to develop, he's definitely developed over the years.
Yeah.
So good for him.
I mean, you can make any player your number 1 player.
Right.
I don't think they're going to win any games that way, like necessarily for the long term. I would have a hard, like obviously his ceiling isn't Steph, right?
No. Yeah. No way.
He would be lucky, like in Tyler Hero's dreamiest of dreams, he could potentially reach Damian Lillard, maybe.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't like the same kind of situation. I don't think he can even be an all-star this year.
I guess I have to put this out there just because Connor said it about 100 times since we talked about the Heat earlier, and now he said trade Jimmy, give the keys to Hero, and he is a Heat fan.
Yeah.
So.
See, and I don't know. I think he can. I think he will be an all-star this year.
This year,
I think he if he plays,
well, no Paolo, no Franz.
I think he can. Yeah. I think he gets an all-star this year. That's why it's being talked about. That's
how many Eastern Conference All-Stars? How many conference All-Stars in each?
Yeah, I mean,
12,
so we're thinking
14?
guards conference back.
Is it 14?
I don't know, they changed the
I don't
rules
think
again?
it's position. I think it's positionless.
Cactus.
It is positionless.
I think, but let's say it's even with guards. With guards, there's at least
Mitchell. So we're going Mitchell, Maxey,
Brunson,
LaMelo. If he is not hurt, and
LaMelo might not make it. Trey's going to make it over him for sure.
I don't know if Trey makes it over LaMelo.
Trey's going to make it over Hero.
All of them are going to make it.
Yes, Trey will make it over. Yeah, those four.
Mitchell,
5.
LaMelo, Brunson.
I don't know LaMelo's going to play enough games. Was my situation.
Brunson or Maxey?
There's not a minimum requirement.
There's not?
Not for All-Star.
I thought there was.
Woo! No.
Oh, then yeah, he's definitely not making it.
I don't think the Hero makes it.
Yeah,
I don't think the Hero makes it.
He may be on the on the line.
Cade
Cade
would make it before Hero.
If it makes you feel better, it's because of your guy. It's because of LaMelo. It's because of LaMelo. It's LaMelo, and yeah, Cade would absolutely make it over Hero.
Definitely.
Yeah, he is
Best
the
guard in the
reason that the Pistons, not the sole reason, but a huge reason that the Pistons are even anybody. Okay, shall we get to the game of the day, gentlemen?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's get to the game of the day, gentlemen. It is a game that I love to play. It's a game that I love to play because this song is so... It's Jump Ball Trivia. You better talk to me nice. You better
talk to me nice. You better talk to me nice. You better talk to me nice.
Thank you.
Welcome to Jump Ball Trivia. In this game, you will compete against your co-host.
Oh,
I'm not reading it like that. Tempting though, dude. This fucking song. I want to do this every week, dude.
Can you
This is the new over/under.
write all of the game intros as battle raps?
Yeah.
Turn the David Guetta on.
Shout out to his family.
Jump Ball Trivia.
All right. In this game, you will compete against your co-hosts one at a time in a best-of-3 trivia game. I will ask you the same question at the same time, and the first person to give the correct answer gets the point for the question.
Love this game.
The first player to 2 correct answers wins the round and receives 100 points. If neither of you can correctly answer one of the 3 questions, the round finishes in a draw, and you each receive 50 points. Nobody needs 50 points here. Y'all want the 100. So you better come to play.
Me.
You definitely you need it to win.
Can I have an extra 100 real quick?
Definitely not.
I have to ask.
Definitely
Why not?
not. I mean, yeah, it's worth asking.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell you what, if we end this game and there's 0% chance that you could, no,
Come on,
because
just give me 100 right now. Why not?
No,
Come on.
because no, that's stupid. That's not how it works. All right, you know how this is played.
Chat.
Here we go.
Come on.
I'm sure
talk
Chat would
to
want
the
to give you
man.
the points. Yeah, Cactus.
Talk to
Welcome.
the man.
Should we give Bob just a free 100 points? Let me know. All right. Think of a number between 1 and 1,000.
904.
900.
Or 20.
It was 771, so 904 is first. Bob, who is your opponent?
Give me Justin.
Justin is first. All right, round 1 goes a little bit like this in jump ball trivia. Connor says absolutely. Actually, give him 200.
Thanks, Connor.
But guess what? No.
How do you spell Bob? B-O-B. Got it. Can I have 100 points?
Can't beat that.
Jump ball trivia round 1 goes a little bit like this. I'm going to ask you how many championships the following player has. The player is Dwayne Wade.
4.
3.
3. Damn
3
it.
is correct. Bob.
Thank you, God.
1 point for Bob. Get this right, you get the 100. I'm going to ask you what team drafted the following player. The player is Tyrese Halliburton.
Sacramento Kings.
Justin gets it. We are tied going into question 3.
That was close.
It was close, but Justin gets it. Question 3. I'm going to ask you who is the head coach of the Rockets.
Ime Udoka.
How fitting that it is Bob. Yes,
Would you have
get
given him the 100
100
points if you said Udoku?
No.
I would have given it to you. Yes.
I would deserve him.
Yes.
Sudoku?
Sudoku?
Nice. Yes. Absolutely. Bob gets 100. That means Justin and Trey is next.
Let's do it.
Round 2. What number does the following player wear? Nikola Jokic.
15.
That is correct. Justin gets the first question. Second one, and he closes the round. How old is Steph Curry?
30.
36.
34.
36
Oh,
is correct. Justin closes the round.
Wow.
100
Smoked
points
me.
to Justin. Now it's Trey and Bob
Train Bob.
for round 3 of
How about you?
Can we get some of that elf voice that we got last week?
What was that?
Yeah, that's close enough. All right, round
That
3,
was it.
Trey and Bob. There's an award that was won by a player last year. And I want to know who won this award last season. The award is Rookie of the Year.
Victor Wembanyama.
That is correct.
Oh.
Trey
I was thinking
gets
of
the
defensive
first.
I
player
thought
the
of
whole
like
time.
3 of them, dude, and I didn't think of Rookie of the Year. All right.
I'm going to ask you what country the following player is from.
Oh.
LeBron James.
America.
USA.
I was like, he's
I said you. That's close.
I did not get that. We're so
I said
jumbled.
America
We are so
immediately.
jumbled. We are gonna do our fourth question. We will be that was too close to call. Sorry, gentlemen. Last time we played this, you said, "How funny would it be if you said LeBron?" So I was looking at you.
I was like, please be this. Please be this. Please be this right now.
Ridiculous.
I'm gonna ask you where the fall. Bad luck, buddy. Sorry, but maybe you'll know this too. I'm gonna ask you where the following player went to college.
This is my jam.
Kyrie Irving.
Duke.
Whoa.
Tie. That was definitely a tie.
That was definitely a too close to call. Wow, too close to calls. I'm gonna ask you the home arena of the following team.
Oh, man.
This is still only question 2. What a round! Home arena for the following team. Bulls.
United Center.
It's not my jam.
Wait, who got that?
He did.
Bob.
Oh, you closed the round?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close. Just it's 1-1.
Oh, it's 1-1. Good. I'm gonna ask you.
I'm crawling out of the
Okay,
trenches.
good.
for this shit.
We played so many questions, I forgot.
I'm crawling.
Is it
out of
1-1?
this.
I think.
No,
It
it's
is.
1-1.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
1-1. Yep.
Yeah, because
It
you
is
got
now.
Victor.
Oh yeah, Victor. Yep. Yeah. That. Whoa.
That's right.
I thought it was like 6 rounds ago.
Who drafted Tyler Hero?
The Heat.
Trey.
He said the when I was saying heat. Good game.
I'm sitting next to you. You weren't speaking.
Heat. It's the mics what you were talking about. We gotta hear
you
from
hit
here.
you get on the. You get
Hey
on the-
Trey, guess what?
Heat.
Fuck.
Oh.
You got the and one of
Let's
the
go.
day.
I'll take it.
What a fucking bummer that this is the guy that we've been talking about all day.
Let's go.
How bad is my luck?
Nice.
I don't know.
I'm sure you're gonna know this off the top of your head. You probably said it fucking 5 minutes ago. Hey, hey Trey. How old is Tyler Hero?
Oh God.
If he's still on your screen, you better look the fuck away.
I didn't. He's not on my screen.
Okay.
So he got drafted out of Kentucky. Tyler here. He's been in the league for like 4 or 5 years. He is 25.
Final answer.
Final answer.
24, bud. 24. No chance to double your points on that round. Would have been 200 points.
Brutal.
You're only 105 points away from me. That would have given you 5 points away from me. Would have made it 5 points away. All right. The next round is going to be Justin and Bob again. Round 4, finally. Who is head coach of the following team? Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
my
Is
bad.
that what I said? Justin and Bob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Cavs.
Bickerstaff.
No, that is.
Oh no! No!
Stop.
Do a
Yeah.
Willie Green.
No, it's.
No answer. Wow. A no
I can't
answer.
believe it. I
What
was so
Atkinson.
distracted by what
What
he
a
was saying.
jump
Yeah.
ball trivia. We've got two too close to calls and a no answer. We've never been this bad.
This is
Especially
wild.
with Justin.
What do you mean
Kenny
bad?
Atkins
usually
Competitive.
says
Yeah,
something.
competitive. I mean that
Yeah,
time.
that was
Catkinson.
bad. That's on us.
Catkinson, yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to
Face of the
Catkinson.
future dynasty.
Oof, bad luck for you, Justin. Maybe you'll know it. Round 1 or question 1 of round 4. I'm gonna ask you the mascot again. Bad luck, and also these are random. Never know who's gonna get it.
I'm here for it.
So-
I'm not worried.
Who is the mascot? What is the name of the mascot of the following team? You want to say it together?
Let's say it.
No shot, right?
Kings.
Slamson.
That was insane. That was insane. That was way insane. I don't have enough questions for this. I'm running out of questions. Holy shit.
Let's look up player.
Golly, that's crazy.
That was amazing. Chat
was
going crazy right now. That was amazing. Holy crap. Too close to call, obviously. That was.
You're right.
You guys harmonized.
Well,
It was perfect.
we planned it.
Jeez Louise.
Cheese and rice.
Okay, good. I do have another question. Thank the Lord. I'm gonna ask who the NBA's all-time leader is in the following stat.
Okay.
This is still question 1 of round 4. If we keep doing this, I'm gonna run out of questions. Blocks.
Hakeem.
Matumbo.
That is correct, Justin. Hakeem is correct. Question 2. What number does the following player wear? Nikola Vucevic.
12.
11. 10.
14.
Vucevic, 9.
27.
8.
Nope.
Is it 3?
You guessed everyone but the right one. It's 9.
No kidding.
Where's number 9?
Gucci Mane.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Question 2.
Keep going.
Yeah, question 2 again. How many times has the following player made the NBA Finals? Jamal Murray.
Once.
Twice.
That is correct. Justin wins the round. Round.
Once?
Once.
The NBA Finals? How many times have the Nuggets made the Finals?
Once.
Okay, I was big brain that. Yeah, sorry.
It's all right, bud. Justin and Trey for
Justin and
round
Trey.
5.
Got you. You smoked me last time.
In the playoffs, how many teams make the conference finals?
8.
4.
Or
Hey, I do that sometimes too. I just have an answer ready to rock. Fuck it, whatever.
Periwinkle.
Shoot or shoot.
That's exactly.
I'm going to ask who won the finals for the following year.
Okay.
2019.
Raptors?
Raptors is correct. Justin closes the round. Trey can't get a point in against Justin. Wow, shutout.
That's not right.
Bummer. That's not right. Hey.
It's not one part of it. That's right.
It's not one part of it. That's right. Hey, thank you. I needed it if I want to hang on. He's going to do some
Can
crazy
I have 100
anyways.
points?
No, dude, shut up. At this rate, I'm about to take one away.
Literally doesn't matter.
Just 1 point.
Yeah,
Not
for real. I don't even care.
So
Take
this
one away.
is round 6, our final round.
Final round.
Me and Trey.
Bob and Trey. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you what number the following player wears.
All right, do it then.
Trae Young.
11.
That is correct.
Wow.
I'm going to ask you who is the all-time franchise leading scorer for the following franchise. It's the Knicks.
It's
Patrick Ewing.
That is correct, and he closes it.
Frozen.
Wow,
Let's go. I froze.
Wow, well done.
shuts the door on him.
Given points.
Wow. After worrying
I
about
did.
questions, the
Points.
last 2 rounds are shutouts. And just for good measure, just one more time, just because it's fun.
That was your ball trivia. Justin, won't you tell us what the score was? Won't you tell us what the score was? That is what the score was.
That game?
That game.
100 points. Bob.
100 points.
200 points.
200 points.
Trey.
200 points.
300 points.
300 points.
This guy.
Facts.
That guy.
Winner.
Chicken dinner. Bars.
Love it. That's a good time. That's a good time. We're having fun. We're having a lot of fun. Good job. Okay, Justin, then great job. That was a lot of fun. Then why don't you recap the day there for us, my man?
Today?
The day.
This day.
This day. Today.
This day, today.
According to Trey, the last day of the year.
The last day of the
last
year.
day.
Listen, Michael, you already knew it. Only 100 points for you today,
That's
and that's
all
what it
right.
was.
It's all right.
You made it happen that way, and you are a good host for doing that. Hey,
he didn't give me 100 points.
Bobby.
There's an endless
There's an
road,
endless-
dude.
You only got 300 points today. 300 points today, third place. Trey,
Yes, sir.
400 points today. That means this guy gets to.
Spin the wheel.
I'm gonna.
Spin the wheel.
Gonna
Tell
happen.
him. Why not? Spin the wheel. Hell.
Woo!
Spin the wheel. Spin it.
Spin
Go
that
ahead.
shit, boy. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel.
What's it say?
Opposite bag.
Opposite back.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
We're gonna bet
already-
against one of y'all, motherfuckers.
Yeah, so we are going to get to that in just a moment. An opposite bet means, of course, you will be choosing the opposite of one of our
Didn't we
predetermined
just have
bets.
that too?
Huh?
We had that
We did.
a week ago. Or sorry, to cut you off.
We've had
2
that
or
for a
so.
couple weeks, yeah.
Like
we
last-
added that like 3 weeks ago. It's already been seen once. I
Yeah,
had to do it.
yeah.
I had to do it
Yeah,
once.
second
what I
time.
thought.
Gonna have to remove it.
Yeah.
Currently, it's a hot space.
It's a favorite. It's weighted.
Waited.
I weighted it on the wheel.
Got a magnet.
All right, well, with all that decided, then, you know what time it is. It's time for everybody's favorite little thing that we do at the end of the show. Well, maybe not everybody's favorite, because now we get freaky at the end
Come.
when we focus. But now it's time to props to you.
Resume.
Another
exciting edition of Props to all y'all. Props to you. Props to me. Props to who?
You.
Hey, Bob.
Yes, sir.
You're in last place.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Hey,
Not
Bob.
in my head.
You're in fourth place.
Thank you.
Does that sound better? You got 1,075 big ones. You got Steph Curry's over 22.5 points
Love it.
versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. How many points are you gonna bet on that?
I'm gonna put them all
All.
because I might as well.
All of them.
No way to lose other than a 0.
Yeah.
If you're going to lose, you might as well go out with a 0, you
Might
know?
as well.
Fuck yeah.
Why are you holding on? Can't take them with you.
Nope. I'll be dead.
Hey, Trey. Actually, no. Hey, Michael. TJD under 10.5 points versus those very same Cleveland Cavaliers this evening. 4,100
He
points.
ended up 5 points away from me?
Yeah, I got the last one right. He swept out Bob. You have a 5-point lead, 4,100 points. You obviously know the minimum bet is 100 points. What are you doing today?
Wait a second.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
What order are we going in?
What do you mean?
I mean, what order are we going in?
Well, I have to go last. I started with the guy who's going to bet all of his points. So I started with you because you have the things to lose.
I think we normally go... It's fine. Whatever.
He's,
It only got
he's
thrown
waiting
off-
to see what I
It
bet.
only got thrown off because I have to go last.
No, I hear you. Yeah, I don't really have much need to win. I just don't want to lose. So
Yeah, but like,
give me 1,000.
yeah,
Bring it
that's
on,
my
Trey.
guy.
Bring it on,
That's
Trey.
my guy.
You
Hey,
want that
Trey.
trophy? You gotta come through me.
No balls, no babies.
You gotta come through me.
Sabonis over 18.5 points versus the Dallas Mavericks tonight.
Like Mike Malone
This
said.
line is so
no
low.
balls.
No
class.
balls.
No balls.
No class.
No class.
4,095 points.
Wait, I took his under?
This line's so
Yeah, under. You took TJD's under 10.5 versus the Cleveland. You didn't like it against Cleveland.
Can I take... Can I make it 500, please?
Locked in.
No way. Yeah, does he want to go over?
No, that's fine.
You want to go over?
It'd be
Let him do
fine.
it.
It'd be fine.
This is the low line. Sabonis is probably going to score 25. plus,
Imagine TJD
honestly.
paired with Evan Mobley.
He's going to be over. I'm gonna bet.
Insane.
Let's go.
Cactus,
1,500.
holy shit.
1,500.
Cactus just made a joke that it's like he's been in the studio.
What?
He said, wait, what if Bob gets the Kiss Bob punishment?
Whoa.
That's insane. Wow, wait.
You're gonna see some gymnastics.
Cactus has literally seen like every second of content we've ever made.
Probably.
Yeah, he's a fucking
So there's me.
such a G.
There's me. Is the bet to just not lose? Is that the bet?
You definitely don't want to get last, Dingo.
Yeah, but like
There are some things in there that we haven't seen that don't even scratch the fucking surface.
You thought kissing Bob was bad? Oh, boy.
Think about kissing my fucking asshole.
Try kissing these nuts.
Okay. Who do I want to bet against is the question, right? Which one of my two favorite people do I want to bet against?
These.
Wait.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. I'm doing math real
Son of
quick.
a bitch. I hope it's me.
You know what I feel like? Because this is what I'm hoping for. I hope Michael doesn't win. So I hope he gets it wrong. So I'm going to take TJD over 10.5 points.
Yeah. Good
I'm
bet.
in the wrong thing.
So you are going TJD over 10.5
Over
against Cleveland.
10.5 points. And I'm
Well,
going
he's
to
been
bet
over 10.5
Bet it
in
all.
his last 7 games. So.
Bet it all.
No.
Bet it all, pussy.
Come on.
Bet it all. You
Bet it
won't.
all,
No balls,
puss.
no class.
Little pussy.
If you both get
Little
yours
baby
wrong
boy.
and I get mine right, I win.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bet a
Wait,
crisp
what?
1,000
Oh, I don't like that. I don't want you to win again.
points.
He won't win against me if you. Oh wait, no, he will. If I
Oh,
lose.
wait. I'm changing my bet. I don't want you to win again. I didn't think you were in the conversation of winning.
about that.
I don't want him to win, dude. What the fuck, dude? Come on, Sabonis.
Sabonis is gonna score.
Come on.
Dude, come on. I don't want Trey to win. The fuck, dude. That fucking sucks, dude. The fuck.
That's what it looks like right there, folks.
All
That's
right,
what it
cool.
looks like.
That is props to you. Well done, gentlemen. Fantastic job. Now, before we wrap up, of course, we've got to focus on fantasy. And
let's do it.
I know Trey wants to focus on fantasy. What's the song that I have? Is it this? Nope. Okay.
Okay, then. Here we go.
You're beating me right now.
Check it out. It's a good one.
I will not.
Mark Williams is killing it tonight.
Here are the standing. It's the fantasy focus for our freaks. Yeah. Trey is still up there at 8-2.
Let's go.
Clean it up now.
Fucking Giannis and his
500-point lead on Kyle for second. Kyle's starting to get a touch of a lead for second after Trey takes down Justin in a dogfight.
It was hell.
It was a brutal matchup. Trey takes down Justin. Justin stays in third place. I gave the worst team in the league their first win because
Congratulations.
like Bob would say, 80% of my roster is injured. I'm without, not 80%, of course, I'm making a joke. I'm without Luka. I had no Booker this week. I got 1 game from LeBron. I got no games from John Collins. Zion's still out. Just nothing I can do about it. Oh,
I can
well.
add, you did just get a 100-point game from Josh Hart tonight.
Hey.
Triple-double.
Hey.
And you got an 82 game from Mark Williams.
Hey, anything can happen, but I'm definitely not beating you.
You might.
Hey, I won't. It's okay.
Let's hope.
I will most definitely
He
not
might.
beat you this week.
We're gonna hope
He's
y'all.
having a good. If he
There's
has a good
simply
start tonight,
nothing you
he
can
might.
do with
I'm
3
just-
dead roster spots.
We're hoping.
I'm just saying, if Trey makes another really lopsided trade, it's over for all of us. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Bob is Bob and I are tied record-wise, but he's only 200 points behind me for points, so
Yes.
he will overtake me for 4th this week. And then I will, of course, lose this week, so I will be in 6th place at the end of this week. I don't know who Eric is playing. Who's Eric playing
Eric's
this week?
playing. Eric is playing.
Is he gonna get a win?
Oh, it's Eric and Everett.
Eric and Everett.
He'll probably get a win.
So Eric will probably get a win. So yeah, I will most likely be 6th.
Sweet.
Or yeah, I will probably be. Or I guess I could be 5th.
Yeah, you'll be 5th.
I was projected to get
Yeah, I'll
200
probably
more
be fifth.
points today than you.
Just
and
gonna
you-
keep sliding. Keep on sliding
killing it.
down.
No, you're gonna stay in 5th. You're gonna be fine.
I'll be 5th, and then shortly after that, 6th. You know,
Oh.
Luka for a month, Booker here and there. You know, it's okay. It's all right.
You're
It
getting
is what it is.
Kawhi.
Hey,
You're welcome.
Hey, you know what? I did pick up Kawhi.
Yeah.
So maybe he's good.
Good for you.
It's okay.
You need Triple J.
I might be in the trade market.
And that is
Triple J's in the trade market.
And that is the
Nobody
focus
cares.
for our YB Freaks. Thank you so much for joining us for the focus. And thank you so much for joining us today, gentlemen and ladies and people who like to listen to Yay Basketball. It's been a fun episode, as always. Be
Also-
sure to go to yaybasketball.com for exclusive YB merch. We've got t-shirts, mugs, hats, stickers, and hoodies with a bunch of great designs. So go grab some of that sweet, sweet Yay Basketball merch. And again, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with friends, and follow us at Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Just a reminder, we are recording and streaming live from the Yay Studio.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Bob, what do you have for the people?
I hope everyone had a good 2024. Let's hope for a better 2025. And good luck, everybody.
Justin.
It's such a good time to end the year on a high note. You know, while I did lose to Trey last week, thanks to, Giannis's disease, I'm looking up, new year, same me.
No changes.
Changes.
Honestly, that's kind of how I'm doing things,
I
too.
like it.
Trey, what do you got for the peeps?
Justin, is that why you lost? Because Giannis was out?
Yeah, Giannis did 3 games last week.
Neither did Dame.
Okay. Dame is not Giannis.
True, but
Dame is not Giannis, definitely.
No,
the best player on my team was sick.
Also-
Wasn't hurt. Just had a tummy
I missed a
ache.
play too, though. I did miss a play.
Oh,
Sure. Not the same.
It is.
Not the same.
But yeah, New Year's resolution, guys. Mine's to stay on top of my health and not have another knee surgery. So
yeah,
Fingers
dude.
crossed.
Enough with those knees, my guy.
yeah, it was quick New Year's resolution.
0
0.
More
on
inflection.
purpose.
More
Inflection.
inflection. More inflection. What
Work
about
on-
you,
work on
Justin?
ourselves.
Less infection.
Less infections.
Yeah,
Kind of like you. But it rhymes with Bob's.
my New Year's resolution is to not have one because I always fail it and then
Yeah.
and I get bummed about
What?
it.
For
I
sure.
saw
In-
a
what,
dude on
infection?
When the
TikTok
year blows
doing
by.
a 40-day water-only fast.
Yeah, it's,
Homie lost 38 pounds.
yeah, of course. Yeah, starve
course.
yourself. Yeah, remove all joy from my life. No, of course not. What the fuck?
Pass.
It's time for
chugging
your
water,
random weather update of the day. It's
hand
Sioux
blocking.
Falls,
Hell!
Indiana. Or South Dakota.
South Dakota.
South Dakota, sorry. 29 degrees, low of 15. It's cloudy, windy. Ugh. Sorry, Sioux Falls. But, the good news is you get a new moon, I guess.
New moon.
And,
Everybody needs a new one.
The funniest thing I ever heard about Sioux Falls one time was, Sioux Falls, it's about the same distance to like Colorado from Wichita. And so they're like, imagine driving 8 hours and you're just in South Dakota
The
and
whole
not
time.
Colorado. It's
Like somebody being
that's depressing.
somebody from England, like driving from San Antonio or something to Oklahoma And they're like, oh, this is the entire length of England, and we're still in Texas.
You're here.
Yeah.
This is where you ended up.
First off, isn't South Dakota gorgeous?
John Anthony Connor,
Yeah.
Mark, Dan, all of you, Cactus, of course,
Colorado.
everybody in the chat, and I guess everybody listening still. If you're still listening, I'm going live at 9 p.m. if you want to join me. The
I thought about
the
getting
link is in the
Oh.
description. So if you want to watch some Bellagio live. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. It's been a fun one. It's been a cool one, and we're so excited to wrap up 2024. What a year it's been.
Wow.
Little on and off. Glad to be back to a regular schedule.
Go Chiefs.
Happy 2025. Yay, basketball.
Hey, basketball.